When is the first time you were told that you look like Deepika?
I've been making TikTok videos for quite a while, and then suddenly लोग comment करते थे इधर उधर, Deepika जैसी लगती है, she resembles Deepika. But what's happened in the past week has just been insane. The amount of love and support that's been pouring in, the amount of people comparing me to so many different celebrities, not just Deepika, but I'm a big Deepika fan.
And who do you think she's paired best with?
Obviously her husband. I don't think there's any other answer that would be. I think I love them together. I love watching their moves together as well.
And you've been supporting India as well, which is wonderful.
I would like to see the world from a perspective where, we work with each other rather than work against each other.
And what about sports presenter? Would you like to be like a commentator or something? Have you been approached for that?
I haven't been approached for that yet, but I would love that opportunity. मुझे अभी भी याद है 8-year-old Faryal holding that banner that says "Boom Boom Lala Boom Boom Afridi," because I was probably the biggest Shahid Afridi fan.
You're rooting for India and Indian New Zealand final.
I think India's got this. मैं तो पिछले 2-3 games से कह रही हूँ trophy India की ही है. So I think you guys have got this. Hi, this is Faryal. You're watching Connect Cine with Faridoon. Stay connected.
Faryal, welcome on Connect Cine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you, Faridoon?
Excellent. Okay. All right. So now you are making waves all across the subcontinent because of the stark comparisons that are there with Deepika Padukone. When is the first time you were told that you look like Deepika?
So, to be honest, the first time I ever heard the word Deepika pop up was a couple of years ago. I've been making TikTok videos for quite a while, and then suddenly लोग comment करते थे इधर उधर, Deepika जैसी लगती है, she resembles Deepika. But एक दो comments होते थे, I used to be like, she's such a beautiful woman, so for me to be compared to someone as gorgeous as her, so I thought, oh wow, like this is amazing. So it was a few stark comments here and there, but what's happened in the past week has just been insane. The amount of love and support that's been pouring in, the amount of people comparing me to so many different celebrities, not just Deepika, but I'm hearing Kriti, I'm hearing some people are like Pudizanta. Personally speaking, I don't see the resemblance. I've always said this. I don't really know where they're seeing the resemblance from, but since it's a
Correct.
comparison to someone so beautiful, I'm all on board for it.
No, especially while watching cricket. I think in Dubai, that's when the whole thing started. But I think what people are saying is a smile and the dimples and all those things. That's something that people are comparing you with.
Yeah, I think so. I've attended so many cricket games, and usually, 2 second के लिए आप TV पे आते हैं. So it was pretty much the same thing with me. I came for like a couple of seconds. 3, 4, 5 matches में तो मैं I think आई हूँ. लेकिन this time, right after the match was over, one of Pakistani news channels के reporters had just stopped me for a second, and he was like, "Oh, just why don't you talk to me about the match? What happened?" And in that moment, I was already so upset. I was so emotional, and everything just kind of poured out in that in that minute and a half. So what you witnessed in the video that's going viral, the original video, I was just devastated. I was like, we're hosting the tournament. As Pakistani cricket fans, it's so disappointing to know that you're out of the tournament so early on. So it was so like it was so overwhelming to see what had happened the day after, because I woke up and just suddenly the next thing that the videos had blown up.
Right. And you've been supporting India as well, which is wonderful.
Yeah. I think cricket is a sport जहाँ पर sportsmanship होनी चाहिए, right? आपको definitely sportsmanship spirit दिखाना चाहिए क्योंकि so what if Pakistan didn't qualify? I always say cricket में the better team wins, right? And India has
Mm.
been playing tremendously. अगर आप उनके previous matches भी देखें, लग रहा है कि वो खेल रहे हैं एक trophy जीतने के लिए. अब बाकी teams को देखें तो कभी किसी को injury हो रही है, कभी कोई नहीं खेल पा रहा. Certain people are like inconsistent with their performance. Certain teams are so inconsistent. आज भी आपने देखा होगा New Zealand has qualified now for the final. So the final is
Right.
going to be India versus New Zealand again. And just last week, I think Sunday ko is when New Zealand lost to India. So I'm sure going into the final, Indian spirits are very high. एक बार हराया तो दूसरी बार हराना भी कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है. So I think they're heading straight for the trophy this time.
That's wonderful. I think it's amazing when youngsters they ignite this hope because ultimately the languages are similar as far as India and Pakistan is concerned. The food is similar. The jokes are similar. The love for cricket and sport is similar as well. So do you at times find it a bit strange that at times these hate waves are ignited for whatever reasons whatsoever?
Yeah, I honestly find it very disappointing, and it really hurts me whenever I see comments from either sides, whether it's Pakistanis or Indians, whether it's racial comments, whether it's based off of religion. I think har cheez, there's a limit to everything, right? And there are certain boundaries
Mm,
which no one should be crossing. We're all entitled to our own opinion. We're entitled to our emotions. लेकिन एक बात करने का भी तरीका होता है. I'm sure there are
mm,
people on both sides that would agree with me. There is so much love amongst the people, and especially in places like UAE, where it's such a neutral ground. Indians and Pakistanis were always working together. We have so many Indian friends, so many South Indian friends, North Indian friends, and vice versa. So many Indian people who have Pakistani friends here as well. So we have so many similarities, and I would like to see the world from a perspective where, we work with each other rather than work against each other. If that makes
mm.
sense. And I think, yeah, another thing is एक चीज को, I've mentioned this before as well. When you're trying to lift one thing, it isn't necessary कि आप दूसरी चीज को बिल्कुल ही कुचल दो नीचे. मतलब, and this goes for both sides as well. It's very easy when you're at a high point in life to think कि oh, दूसरे लोग बहुत छोटे हैं. But everyone has their own struggles. Same with our cricketers. किसी का अच्छा टाइम आता है, किसी का बुरा टाइम आता है. कभी कोई प्लेयर की लक चल रही होती है, कभी नहीं चल रही होती. So I think at the end of the day, they still deserve to be respected. There are national athletes who हमारी country को represent करते हैं. So even me as an emotional fan, there are so many times when I'm like, ये क्या कर रहे हैं? क्यों कर रहे हैं ऐसे? कब करें? कब बंद? Are they going to stop doing this? Like, and at the end of the day, we owe them respect for where they're at, for what they're doing for our country. आसान नहीं है. हमारे लिए तो बोलना बहुत आसान है screen के पीछे से. लेकिन at the end of the day, they're the ones representing us. So the more we can show love to each other across countries, whether it's cricket, whether it's other things, I think that would make the world a much better and happier place.
एट टाइम्स क्या आपको लगता है कि जब जब रिजवान अंग्रेजी बोल रहे होते हैं कि that मेरे भाई उर्दू उर्दू में बोल लो मे वी
I
कैन
mean,
कम्युनिकेट.
yeah, on देखिए, मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ, I need to work on my Urdu actually, because Urdu is our mother tongue, right? And I wish I could speak as amazingly as so many other people do. I wish I was more comfortable speaking Urdu. As Pakistanis, I would feel very proud to be speaking Urdu publicly all the time. We're किसी भी platform पर हो, किसी भी जगह पर हो, because I'm representing Pakistan. I am a Pakistani. So I think at the end of the day, all these comments about English and this and that, that's not our mother tongue. अगर किसी को आती है बहुत अच्छी बात है. Extra language सबको आनी चाहिए. अच्छी बात है अगर आप सीख लें. But since he is our captain, I'm sure he can do थोड़ा सा work here and there. लेकिन हम सारे बात तो समझ ही जाते हैं. और अगर बात नहीं समझते तो कहीं ना कहीं से मजाक बन के कुछ ना कुछ तो लोग enjoy ही कर रहे होते हैं. So at the end of the day, somehow, whatever it is that he's doing, I love Rizwan. You might have heard he's one of my absolute favorite players, especially from the Pakistani team. I am always on Team Rizwan.
No, I'm saying I'm saying light-hearted manner. I'm not like passing judgments on him, but I think when he speaks English, he speaks with such confidence.
ऐसा confidence I think सब में होना चाहिए.
सब में होना
ये सब
चाहिए.
में होना चाहिए बिल्कुल. He's so
दिस
confident,
जिस
mashallah.
फ्लो से वो बोल रहे होते हैं, आपको लग रहा होता है कि दैट मतलब एकदम बिल्कुल अंग्रेज जो है पीछे छूट जाएंगे, लेकिन फिर थोड़ा सा आप रियलाइज करते हैं
Yeah,
दैट हियर
माशाल्लाह
एंड देयर.
ऐसा
बट आई एम
कॉन्फिडेंस,
सेइंग
फरीदून भाई, ऐसा ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस सब में होना चाहिए. द वे ही जस्ट गोज अहेड एंड सेज इट, एंड जो इंसान जो समझना चाहे उसमें से समझ सकता है, बट हिज कॉन्फिडेंस इज कमेंडेबल.
ओके. सो अगर हम दीपिका की बात करें, दीपिका की कौन सी आपको पर्सनली कौन सी फिल्म आपको सबसे ज्यादा पसंद
Where it started, right? Om Shanti Om. That's one of my favorite movies. I think it's made just the
है?
way Itni's just so beautiful, the way that she's depicted. And then I would say probably Ye Jawani Hai Diwani is also another one of
Mm-hmm.
my absolute favorites. I think that role of that nerdy girl who then becomes, very confident, very out there. I think it's that transition is beautiful. I just think Deepika ki generally, any movie, aap koi bhi movie dekh lein uski, she's such a tremendous actress. Whatever role she chooses, she does the role justice. Doesn't matter वो किस तरह का role हो, चाहे वो royal play कर रही हो या वो nerdy girl play कर रही हो या वो बिल्कुल, any role that she picks, she just does the role justice. So I'm a big, big, big Deepika fan.
Fantastic. Have you met Deepika by any chance?
No, I have not. I have not had the chance to meet her. I would love to if I would ever get that opportunity. I don't think I would pass it. I think I don't like, from what I see based off of her interviews, she seems very grounded, very down to earth. So I think that would be something to look forward to maybe.
All right. And what if she replies to you on a story, Insta story or something like that?
Oh, that would be incredible. That would be really incredible for someone who's such a big Bollywood actress, to even recognize someone like me. I think that would be incredible. I would be so grateful for that.
And who do you think she's paired best with?
Obviously her husband. I don't think there's any other answer that would be I don't think there's any other answer that would be acceptable. I definitely think Ranveer Singh and Deepika, they are a duo. Their chemistry on screen, the way that they are just with each other, even like when you see them in award functions, you see them in interviews. It's lovely to see how highly he speaks of his wife and the way they support each other. I think it's beautiful. I think their bond is very, very beautiful. Though I think I love them together. I love watching their moves together as well.
And favorite Deepika song?
Deepika's song, I would say Sare Gaane from Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. I think uske Sare Gaano mein she just looks nice, when she has that look with the sari and especially the second half of the movie where you see her transition, right? Uske baad, I think all her she just looks beautiful throughout. And another movie that really sticks out for me is Padmavati, right? Usme jo uski look hai, the royal, the gracious. I think she looks stunning in those outfits, and she just fits it. I don't think there's any other person who could have played that role as well as she did. I just think she's beautiful.
Great. And you're pursuing sports medicine, right?
No, sports education. So currently,
Sports education. Okay.
currently I'm a faculty and academic counselor. So I actually counsel students in a university. I help them with any struggles that they're having at the university. University students are very prone to different challenges. Though I try my best to be there for them in terms of helping them with study techniques, becoming better, achieving success in life, and having a very positive mindset. And this is something I'm very passionate about because I am an educationalist. And now that with this whole sports thing coming into the picture, बचपन से हम देखते आ रहे हैं cricket तो is like basically घर में दूसरी चीज हर दूसरे दिन तीसरे दिन cricket के बारे में बात होती है. So I am maybe considering inshallah in the future maybe potentially sports education to combine my background with what I love, something I'm passionate about. But let's see, inshallah. It's still somewhat in the air, but you never know when opportunity knocks on your door. Let's see what my answer is going to be at that point.
That's wonderful. And what about sports presenter? Would you like to be like a commentator or something? Have you been approached for that?
I haven't been approached for that yet, but I would love that opportunity. Honestly, I think I would
Mm.
love to speak to people who are within that space, especially cricket legends. People we've been looking up to since we were kids. I mentioned this earlier as well. हम लोग, you won't believe me, but हम लोग back because I was born in Saudi Arabia, तो वहाँ पर तो कभी cricket matches हुए ही नहीं. So what would happen would be cricket matches चल रहे होते थे TV पे, and हम लोग literally sofas पे अपने banners लेके बैठे होते थे because that was that's how much we were into cricket. And मुझे अभी भी याद है 8-year-old Faryal holding that banner that says "Boom Boom Lala Boom Boom Afridi" because I was probably the biggest Shahid Afridi fan. And then उनका वही आना 2-3 balls खेलना catch out हो जाना and then मेरे आंसू आ जाना because of how much of a Shahid Afridi fan I was. So growing up, cricket has been a big, big, big part of my life, my family's life. And if I get an opportunity to maybe potentially be in a space where I can speak about it, Pakistan may itself, we don't have a lot of women representation within the sports sector. So I think that would be an opportunity that I would be very much grateful for.
Wonderful. Fadel, thank you very much. Wonderful talking to you. And all the best wishes for all your future ventures. You're rooting for India and Indian New Zealand final.
I think India's got this. मैं तो पिछले 2-3 गेम से कह रही हूँ ट्रॉफी इंडिया की ही है. So I think you guys have got this.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.